What's up guys, Apoxy here, and today I'll be showing you my updated Void Hunter build for PvP. This setup will allow you to have infinite abilities, healing, and of course, invisibility. And this is all possible due to the exotic weapon and armor combo used in this build. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to stick around for the entire video to get the full in-depth breakdown of the build, as well as some gameplay with it. If you enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. We just hit 5,000 subscribers very recently, and I can't thank you all enough for the support this past year on YouTube. But now, let's hop right in. Since the recent increase in time to get our abilities and supers in PvP, I found a great exotic weapon to fit perfectly into this build. The weapon in question is known as the Traveler's Chosen, which is an exotic that has some of the best stats you will ever see on a sidearm in the game, and it has some insane perks. Looking first at the stats that come with this weapon, we have 85 range, 70 stability, 84 handling, alongside 85 aim assist for all my roller players out there. These stats allow the weapon to be a monster in so many situations, and has seriously become one of my favorite exotic weapons. The intrinsic trait that comes with it is known as Gathering Light, which allows us to obtain 2 stacks of Gathering Light for every single kill we get in the Crucible. These stacks are able to be consumed, granting us melee, grenade, and class ability energy, which is extremely beneficial. Say your ability has a 2-minute cooldown, 2 stacks will give you about 15 to 20% ability energy, meaning if you have 8 to 10 stacks, you can almost fully refresh every single one of your abilities if you're on a good kill streak. With these changes to ability regen, this is one of the best weapon choices you could ever use. This means you can use it in competitive, trials, and any casual PvP game mode, and you have no issues. But that's all for the exotic weapon. Moving on to the exotic armor piece used in this build, you're using Wormhusk Crown due to its ability to give us free health and shield every single time we dodge. And since we are able to become invisible every time we dodge with the use of our first aspect, known as Vanishing Step, this combo makes us very deadly. Anytime we engage into a fight, we can either become invis in order to get a jump on our enemies, or we can use Wormhusk Crown alongside invis to quickly get back into fights and have enough health to have a good chance of surviving. Overall, an amazing exotic that you need to be using with the Traveler's Chosen to get the full use of this Void build. But now it's time to hop into the rest of the subclass. The other aspect that we are using with Vanishing Step is Trapper's Ambush. Trapper's Ambush allows us to use our Smoke Bomb to activate Quick Fall, which makes us dive to the ground, creating a large smoke cloud on impact. Any enemy caught in this cloud will become weakened, and allies will become invisible as well. This allows us to easily make our entire team invisible when in groups, which is very beneficial. On top of this, throwing our smoke bombs on the ground will also make our allies invisible as well, which makes it very easy to use, and you can either decide to throw it at enemies to weaken them or make yourself invisible. You can just choose either one depending on the situation, which is why I really enjoy this aspect. Jumping into my abilities, for my grenade, I personally like to use either Scatter Grenade or Void Spike depending on what the map is like. If there are more areas to get good angles with a Void Spike, then I'll use that. Then for all the other close quarter fast paced maps, I like to use Scatter Grenade. And then for my class ability, I like to use Gambler's Dodge, so I'm able to get a smoke bomb back every time we dodge near an enemy. This will allow us to constantly make ourselves and our teammates invisible, which is extremely useful and why I chose this movement ability. Lastly, for our subclass, we will now be looking at our Fragments. The first fragment is Echo of Starvation, which makes it so that anytime we pick up a Void Breach or an Orb of Power, we are granted Devour. What Devour does is that anytime we have it active, anytime we defeat an opponent, we will restore health, be granted grenade energy, and will also restore our timer on Devour. This is very good because one of our main mods we will have on our Hunter Cloak is known as Reaper. With this mod, anytime we dodge, our next kill will spawn an Orb of Power. And as Hunters, we should always have tier 8 or higher mobility, meaning we can dodge all the time. So this is an easy way to spawn Orbs of Power for you and your teammates, as well as granting us Devour. Overall, a very useful fragment. The next fragment I'm using is one of my favorites, known as Echo Vigilance. Anytime we defeat a target while our shields are gone, we will temporarily be granted a Void Overshield. This fragment is good for situations where we are fighting more than one opponent, or we are just very aggressive players. Having this Overshield will allow us to push into another fight very quickly, and be prepared for another enemy if we are low health. I couldn't tell you how many times this fragment has saved my life in many situations, or how many extra kills I've gotten with this extra bump and shield, but definitely a must-use fragment. Then for our third fragment, we have Echo of Persistence, which just makes it so that our invisibility, Overshield, and Devour all have the duration increased by about 50%, which helps a lot, especially in PvP. Those few extra seconds can be the difference between life and death, and why this fragment is so useful. And then looking at our last fragment, we have Echo of Leeching. Every time we kill an enemy with our melee, us and our allies will be granted health regeneration. Overall, these 4 fragments work very well together and make this build all come together. But yeah, this is what my subclass looks like. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments. I'd be happy to answer. Now looking at my weapon combo, obviously we have the Traveler's Chosen, and I either like to use the Prosecutor or any type of other auto rifle and a shotgun. That's just what I like to use, but you can use whatever you want. And for your stats, you definitely want to have high mobility and recovery, and also discipline or intellect. My stats are pretty bad right now. I'm working on getting some new armor, but definitely mobility and recovery, and then the rest in discipline and intellect. Quickly looking over my mods. For my helmet, I'm running 2 targeting mods. For my gauntlets, 1 fastball, 1 dexterity, and 1 impact induction. And then for my chest piece, 2 unflinching mods. And then for my boots, I have 2 stacks of innervation and 1 stack of absolution. And looking lastly at my helmet, we have Reaper, like I explained earlier, matched up with bomber and distribution. All this works together perfectly with the build and will make you have an amazing time using it. That's all for the detail of the build. I'm now gonna hop into some games. I'm not gonna be going to Trials just because I was already playing Trials in the background and I already tried it out a bunch. I'm just gonna hop into some Control so I can do some live gameplay and just get a lot more kills for you guys. So yeah, let's hop right in. All right, this should be a decent map. Let's use that, get my abilities back. Only thing is you want to make sure you use all your stacks before you die. That's why it's safer to use it just kind of all the time, in my opinion, instead of saving them up. Oh my god, cryosthesia. Make myself invisible. There's a guy in here somewhere. At least there was. Oh. Interesting. I don't know what he's doing. But no, I had a great time using this in Trials earlier. It was really fun. Just kind of don't really feel like playing anymore today. And Trials is a little more boring than watching Control, so do you guys a favor. Oh shit. But look at the range on this thing and the damage too. Aw, damn. I would almost killed that guy. He's kind of clueless. Yeah, but the range on this thing is crazy. And the headshots are like 56, which is crazy for a sidearm, I feel like. Especially with how quick it can shoot. Steal that. Go invis. And but nah, ever since I found this exotic, oh, it's been my favorite thing to use with this void subclass, and I kind of move stuff around a little bit to make it work better, and it's been pretty fun. I get 1, there's 2 though. We're good, we're good. Oh, no way. That's some BS. I'm with hipfire. Oh, shit. See ya. Oh, that was dirty. No way we just killed that guy. That was annoying. We're just going into Control now. I can't deal with that. Alright, this is more of a sidearm map that I was looking for. Let's get it going. Got him. Shit. I sat in that grenade trying to kill his ass. Yeah, I went flawless with this build pretty easily this weekend. He just got played so hard. Oh, nah, got the trade. Dude, he like blinked up and I was hella confused. Got his ass. Pushing this kid. I don't know how I missed that shotgun. I'm just gonna see if they're right here. Got hella people on me. Good tether. Got him. Grenade got that guy. I need to reload though. I'm gonna die, but get that off. How the hell did I make it out of that? Other must have really made those motherfuckers blind. Oh. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh shit. Well, you knew I was gonna kill him after I dropped his 2 boys. I don't blame him for popping that. Challenge him though. Like, that's some good range, man. Woo! He sold. I had my shotgun out. Fumbled that back hard as hell.
Enemy has advantage. Don't let your enemy.
I don't think I've ever done an arc staff like that before. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this gameplay. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Nice.
Blaze a path for the rest of it.
Good shit. Pop that. Really close to my abilities back. Ah, dude, if he didn't have heavy, he was dead. Ooh, got him with something. He played pretty good too. Let's see. 2.9. Yeah, that's in lobby, so very good. I'll take it. All right, let's do one more. This map does not seem like it's gonna be fun with this. I might switch off Shoddy and run a prosecutor. Guys are playing so goofy. He killed himself. He's still alive? Wait, I'm confused. It's weird as hell. Oh my god, dude. Le Monarch users? Scum of the earth. I have more respect for immortal kids than the kids like this. You sold. Look at that overshield, man. That's so hot.
Zone C lost. Fire team that fights.
That guy stole my kill.
Is yours.
I steal your kill now. Nah, not winning that melee fight with me, man. Be out here. Nice try, buddy. Titan brain. I don't know what he was doing. It's the bow kid, bro. Didn't they nerf bows? I kind of feel the same, not gonna lie. Ah. I'm just gonna throw it right there and get B. Being a team player right now. I'm not gonna push that from that side with the tether right there. I was fighting him while he was in his rift, bro. This shit was healing so quick. Oh no, I would have another one. The that grenade is so strong. Ah, I got 3.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Get beamed. You too. Oh, I'll take that. 3-piece. That was my last game. It was really fun. 2.9 again? What are the odds to do the same? Crazy. GG's. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the build and just had to try it out yourself in PvP. It's really fun on Trials of Osiris and competitive, so let me know what you think of it. If you have any questions, once again, leave a comment below and I'll answer them. And until next time, peace.